Also, if you are still confused what is an intangible asset, that is any asset that we cannot touch. So can you touch copyrights? Nope, I can't. Can you? Payment of copyright on the day 1/6/2020. Wow. Oops, 1/6/19. Okay, sir. Changing the date 1/4/19, 31/3/20. Date is 1/6. Okay, no, date is 1/6/19. The date is now changed. Cash account. Are we using cash or we'll use bank? What do you say? Let's use bank only because bank is a more formal account and that is how every transaction happen in today's date. Citibanks looks like our CC accounts. CC accounts are the operating accounts that is that are used for daily business purpose. Purchase the copyright. What is the entry? Copyright. Do we have copyright? Okay. Alt C. Copyright. Is there a column of intangible assets? Is there a group? As there is no group of intangible asset. If you want, you can create a group. How to create a group? Well, same feature, that is Alt plus C. Okay. Whenever you are on this tab right here, click on Alt C. It will ask you for that group, that is intangible assets, and they will go under they'll go under what? Fixed asset. The parent group is fixed asset. Groups behave like subledger. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Alt C. No, 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 no. Even if you put them on fixed asset, that is also okay. But yeah, to segregate them when we look at the balance sheet, it is nice. Copyright purchased, accepted. Okay, that entry is now created. Where are you? Let's amortize that entry. That is okay. So much of information here. Let's run from this page. Wait, let me create this. And yeah, oops. Just wait here. I'll come back and I'll create this entry. I'll create this format right here for you, or let's skip it and create this format together. That is go here only. Let's create here only. That is we should amortize this product, right? And we don't need an entry for it. That should be natural because every fixed asset should be amortized at the year end or depreciated to 2020. But we are going to use this fancy term, amortization. Yeah. So there is only one intangible asset, hence that is pretty clear. Or if you want, I'll do this. Amortization of copyright. Amortization of copyright. And enter. Oops. To end enter. Now this is a journal entry, of course. Why? Why? Instead, let's copy this entry right here. Indirect expenses, because we have one depreciation on entry also. Okay. And 11th entry, the formatting should be this only, hence I'll copy it. We are creating our own transactions because it helps us process. Now when you do it on your own, you'll understand the value. Let's decide how much amount to amortize. But first let's decide the entry. So our entry is simple: amortization account debit, alt enter, to copyright account. And if you want a deeper understanding, you can copy this right here, which will tell you everything, that why is it. Okay, so copyright to copyright was debit. Suppose there is 1000 here, okay, and here is also 1000, so 1000 copyright will be reduced, which will make the value stay of copyright, which will reduce the value of copyright as 4000. And yeah, final entry will be amortization to bank. That is how the transactions are affected. Minus. Okay, let's see how much can we amortize the copyrights. Let's assume the useful right of those copyrights is useful life is 5 years. Okay, 5 years. Now the amortization of intangible and tangible mostly depends upon years. Hence year is the most important concept which we are covering right now. So 5000 5 years, okay, equal to 5000 divided by 5. Hence every year it should be, what do you say, 18, 26, yeah. So every year should be 12 months. OMG, this Calibri font is irritating. Yeah, and then let's see if it is for 12 months. It was purchased on, fixed asset was purchased on 31 3, nope, fixed asset was purchased on 1 6, purchased a copyright for 5000, 1 6, okay. Hence how many 1 months from 1st June to 31st March? What do you say? 10 months, okay. Hence this should be equal to 1000 divided by 12. 1 month, 10 month is equal to this into 10. Now if you are quick, you can do this calculation fast also. How to do it? I'll open the calc right here, but I'll be going slow because I have no hurry. Divide by 5. Useful life is 1000, should be depreciated every year, divided by 12 into 10. Okay, so let's amortize it by 833.33. We, and what should be the entry? What do you say? Amortization to copyright. Okay, F7 by amortization. Do you know we don't have that account? Amortization account debit, fixed asset. Nope, it is an indirect expense. How much amount? 833.333 to copyrights. Hence it will decrease the value of copyrights. You can see right here by 833. We want to put, and you want to put a narration, you can go ahead. I don't want to put it. Okay, so this is how you have calculated the amortization of copyrights. Now as the startup trend and the valuation trend is going up, as that is why the fixed asset of almost all the companies are filled with valuations and yeah, intangible assets. Let's read this right here. In 2006, Microsoft bought LinkedIn for $25 billion. Okay, Microsoft wanted the brand, website, platform, and software, which are intangible assets of LinkedIn. That is what is the asset of LinkedIn, and they are intangible. Okay, Therefore, Microsoft only received $4 billion in net assets. The overpayment by Microsoft is not necessarily a bad business decision, but rather the premium or value of those intangible assets that LinkedIn owned and Microsoft wanted. The $1 billion, the $21 billion difference will be listed as the goodwill. Okay. So the true value of the assets that LinkedIn held was $4 billion. $4 billion. Okay. But Microsoft paid $25 billion for buying LinkedIn. Now the difference, that is $21 billion, Microsoft paid just to acquire LinkedIn, and this will be considered as goodwill. Goodwill is the, as the name suggests, it's the yeah, it's the value of the company beyond net assets. Okay, so it wanted the brand, it wanted the website platform, it wanted the software, and these are all intangible assets, and the value of those are considered as $21 billion. Let's read this right here. Apple Incorporation had goodwill of OMG, huge amount, 57, okay, looks like $57 billion on its 2017 balance sheet. Okay, explore the balance sheet of Apple. Okay, so the goodwill of Apple is in the balance sheet is $57 billion. Hence, that is why it needs to amortize on the amount of $57 billion dollar, because goodwill never increases or assets never increases on themselves. Coming back to the concept of depreciation, there is one concept that we left, that is the concept of amortization. Okay, now what is amortization? So, well, basically amortization is a word, don't get confused by it. Yeah, obviously it is a word. That's not I want what I wanted to say. Right here you can see only fixed assets are depreciated, right? But what if it is a tangible asset? Tangible equal to depreciation. But what if it is an intangible asset? Tangible equal to, then you will amortize it. Amortization. So the same concept, the same rules, and everything is same, just the terms are different. You can just Google these terms if you want to study more, that why is this term different, but it is of no use, hence we'll not be studying this. Let's go to amortization. First, let us pass an entry of purchasing an intangible asset. Purchased a copyright of rupees 5,000. Okay, hence it is a payment. Same entry, copyright account debit, alt enter, to cash account 5000. Oops, this Excel, yeah, 5000. What you, okay, let's make that entry in Tally. Alt W, select company, go to our company, that is Beyond Milky Way. Milky Way space